Hi, this is my logbook for the week of the 21st of September. So, this week, I forgot to say in my last logbook because I filmed it at a weird time, but I completed my skills audit the Sunday of that week, of last week, so yeah. But this week I handed in my skills audit on Monday. And then I uploaded it on Monday, and then I finished learning the script for my monologue, which was really good actually, because I promised myself that I'd be off script by the end of the week, and I was off script by the beginning of this week, which is still pretty good to me. So I did that, and I'm feeling pretty confident. There's a couple of lines where I miss out things because of the way that I learnt it, which is kind of annoying, but I think if I work on it and just keep going over it, I'll get it. But at the minute I need to figure out like my blocking, like what I'm doing when I'm blocking it, where I'm going, because I'm sort of just wandering a little bit, and my biggest issue is I can't plant my feet. For some reason I cannot sit still, and that's really frustrating. So I need to do that before Lydia guts me alive for not planting my feet. But also on Wednesday I did some work on my monologue again, and sorry, my hair's really wet and it's dripping. I did some work on my monologue again, and then I figured again that I'm not very good at the emotional stuff, so I've really got to work on that. So I'm trying to figure out how I can reach that. I can get into it before, like I can get emotional before just about. It's taken some work, but I can just about get emotional before, but then it's during that I have to start building an emotion, and so I don't know how to go about doing that. But anyway, then I did research on my last 3 universities. So I chose Falmouth because it's an easy one, Plymouth because it's okay in some of the courses, and Kent because I like the diversity in the modules. So yeah, I've looked at those. I need to do a little bit more research on them, but I've chosen them out and I've started adding them onto my presentation. My target, the one that meant the most, I guess, this week, because again, Horror Walk and all of that, was to, where is it? I have it on my phone. Don't play Netflix at me. Basically, sorry, this looks really bad. Okay, so my target was to apply my own feedback that I've given myself on my monologue and try and plant my feet as much as I can whilst doing it, now that I know the lines. This is my target because I know for a fact that if I'm wandering around it's not going to look very good, and I need to move on to finding the emotional side of things really quickly, otherwise I'm not going to be able to get it in time because I have to do a lot of work on it. This will help me in the future because it shows that I have a diverse range as an actor, and I can develop myself with self-direction as well as with direction from an actual director. This will help me get my distinction in practical skills because it shows I have an in-depth understanding of all the techniques and skills that I need to provide a good quality performance. So yeah, so that's, I should have said that before I said all the stuff about my monologue, but hey ho. That's sort of where I'm at. I'm really struggling with this monologue. I'm really struggling on what to do with it and like how to get it where it needs to be. But I think with the help from Lydia, we're showing it next week, I think. I can then sort of develop it more. I'm glad that I know it now at least, but learning lines has never been an issue. It's always just the actual acting side of it. Like I know all of the techniques and I know what to do and how to get there, but for some reason I just can't do it, which is really annoying. And I know from myself, like when I'm directing other people, I won't let it be less than good quality, and so I'm extra strict on myself, which then leads to me just sort of being like, well, I need an outside opinion, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to ask Lydia to help me out with that. But so far, I am nearly done on all of my research for my universities. My context for my logbook is done. I did a character profile-ish kind of thing with that book that I spoke about in my last monologue, the analysis book. And I'm quite happy to say that I'm completing my targets, even though not all of them have been related to this. I've been doing a lot of leadership stuff within the Horror Walk project, which is really cool, which is added on to this because it means that I'm developing my leadership skills before I get to university. So it's something that I can tick off when I go. So yeah, that's cool. And hopefully next week I will have a grasp on how I'm going to hit the emotional bits.